Shabbat together. Shalom Aleichem is the welcoming of the angels Shabbat for Shabbat. We also want to invite you to welcome each other for Shabbat. So take just a minute, turn around, check in, Shabbat Shalom, greet each other. How was your week? Was it spudtacular? Potatoes are harder to pun with than pickles. Next week will be easier. But we do hope that you had a wonderful week, that you greeted one another, that we're here to greet Shabbat together. We welcome, where did she go? There she is. We welcome our bat mitzvah human, Aria, here, so bat mitzvah tomorrow morning. It's wonderful to celebrate with you, and also to our sponsors this evening, the Ramblers. And we welcome Shabbat. We will I lit the candles. We'll now welcome Shabbat by blessing the candles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehalikner shel Shabbat. We continue with Lachun Aranana on page 11. As we turn to page 21 to Psalm 29, Mizmor LeDavid, this notion of welcoming in Shabbat with the spirit of welcoming one another, but also with our voices, the sounds that we make combined, the sounds of our voices combined with the sound of the wind, of the trees, the earth is what brings us together in the wholeness and the peacefulness of Shabbat. Page 21. said a latka.
You love it a lot?
At the end of that one.
That was nice. I thought I was a little long and rambling.
Oh, the ramblers, nice job. We'll be here all night. Maybe. We'll turn now to page 23 to Lechadodi. This reminder that you don't just arrive at Shabbat and poof, you're able to relax. It takes time. And Kabbalat Shabbat is that space to bring us in. We welcome the angels, we settle in. When we get to Lechadodi, we're reminded of those mystics that walked themselves to actually physically meet Shabbat. They would walk out into the fields. As we welcome Shabbat, we're not going to go for a walk in the field, although maybe one week we could do that, but maybe a potato. This week, what we'll do is what we always do, which is the first two stanzas and the last two stanzas on page 25, and then rise for that last verse and turn towards our entrance to physically greet Shabbat, to take this time to settle into the sacred time together. Page 23. Hamakom Yenachem Etchem B'toch Sha'ar Avalei Tzion V'Yerushalayim. May the divine comfort you, along with all the other mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. Amen. We turn now to page 27, Psalm 92, Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat. When we can find peace and rest, what a wonderful world it creates.
Bye. right on cue, where the line should be, I hear babies cry.
they were, yes. I mean, that's what's a wonderful world. We have children screaming and enjoying themselves. And we get to be here together. And it does make for a wonderful world. I've been thinking a lot about joy in the world this week. As many of you know, I was in New York City this past week on a family vacation, and I was quickly reminded why I don't live in New York City. And it has nothing to do with the city itself. It had everything to do with the ease of access to kosher deli. I love kosher deli. I mean, it's delicious. It's a good thing I don't have any blood tests scheduled for the next, because the sodium is definitely way up at this point. We walked a lot too. But the French fries and the deli, that's where it's at. And as we were eating our way through New York City, I was thinking it reminded me of an experience that we had in our family during those COVID years. So it reminded me of why I don't keep deli meat and French fries and potato chips in my house. Am I the only one who can't have that in the house? Because if it's there, you're gonna eat it, right? If it's there. So for the longest time, if you want to avoid temptation, it's just out of sight, out of mind, which is very hard to do this past week. But pre-COVID, we had minimal salty snacks in the house. We didn't eat them. Then came COVID, and I was doling out 150 snacks a day, which meant 175 bowls that needed to be washed because there were always more bowls. And we started to have Cheetos and Fritos and Doritos, anything that ended in Edo in our house, simply to get through the day. And as it was in our house, I had the ability to remember that I actually really enjoy these sometimes foods. And it became this thing in our house as we moved out of our home confinement back into the world of having to remember that there's moderation required. It can't always be, oh, you're hungry? Here's a Cheeto. Or, it's late and I want to go to bed, but I might just need one more thing. Oh, look, there's a bag of potato chips. It is SPUD Shabbat, after all. So, while it may have worked for me, this original plan of not having it in our house, it didn't really work for anyone else in the house because they didn't need to have that temptation taken away from them. A closed door for Duncan means out of sight, out of mind. But for me, knowing it's there, I know it's there. So I'm gonna have one more potato chip. There's a balance to be found in our lives, knowing that temptation is a part of life, and there's work to be done to overcome that, whether it's digging in and finding out why we particularly might want that particular food, or whatever it is, and finding out what our limits and our boundaries are in that space. The Torah periodically shows us types of temptation to avoid, and each time becomes another reminder of how powerful our choices can be. Parshat Va'et-Chanan, our Torah portion this week, continues its path with the retelling of all of the laws that we received before and some new ones, again as we walk through the book of Deuteronomy. We also read about God's persistent refusal to allow Moshe to enter into the land of Israel, and the Torah issues a caution to the people. You must uphold the mitzvot as being the key to building an Israelite society. Moshe creates 3 cities of refuge, and we receive probably the most well-known section of the Torah, the Shema and the Ve'ahavta. Among all of these rules that are being given to the Israelites and the rehashing of what is appropriate to do in worship, we read about all of the objects and beings of God's creation. The sky, the sun, the stars, animals, and humankind. And just as fast as the Torah talks about the creation of all of these different parts of our world, it tells us how awe-inspiring nature is, and then tells us, that's great, don't worship them. It's a warning. You will see nature and think that it is beautiful. You'll see stars and want to make something of them. You'll feel the wind and see the trees. It's amazing. It's not to be worshipped. The Torah continues to warn against the sultry seduction of idolatry, which is practiced amongst all the other nations that surround the Israelites. So it makes you wonder, why would God create a world in which there would be temptation to do the opposite of what God wanted? A world without people who worship the stars would be a world where the Israelites wouldn't have been tempted to go out and worship the stars. If God was afraid of the Israelites being influenced by all other nations, why didn't God do that thing that God did all these other times in the Torah? Remove them out of sight, out of mind. Why is it in this space that God is saying, not, if you can't keep your hand out of the Cheeto bag, don't have the Cheetos in your house? Well, part of this is the entirety of the creation story and of these people is critical to our survival. For the Israelites to know what they can and cannot do, they have to actually have been able to see it. We learn from experience. They learn from watching other nations and seeing wrongs and rights come together. They teach us that there's a difference between humankind, though, needing sunlight, needing that part of our worldly creation. There's a difference between the need for sun and the need for SPUDs. There's a difference between the need for community and the need to be like someone else. But even beyond that, the gift of choice that we see in our Torah portion this week is one of the signs that we receive that there's a divine spark within us. It's the choice that we make. We as human beings have the free will to choose to eat for nourishment and perhaps occasionally for pleasure, and to choose to maintain our faith and the giving of life. We have the choice to shema, to listen, the choice ve'ahavta, to love. We have the choice to teach, veshinantam levanecha, to teach our children. And when we make those choices, it can't be out of sight, out of mind. We have to not just say it, we have to see it, and we have to do it. On this Shabbat, Shabbat Nachamu, the Shabbat after Tisha B'Av, this dark day in Jewish history, we're asked to find comfort. It's fitting that we have SPUD Shabbat, this Shabbat of comfort and comfort food. But even more that we read Ve'et Chanan and are reminded of the comfort that comes in being listened to, in feeling heard, in being loved, in coming together, in making that choice to find that pleasure to guide us forward. Shabbat Shalom. We'll turn now to page 39A for the words of the Bartho, our formal welcoming into prayer together, this lead up to the Shema and the Ve'ahavta, the ways in which we see, hear, and love each other in community. Please rise as you're able. You may be seated. 40. The great love will embrace our world.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל, עמך אהבת. אהבת עולם בית ישראל, עמך אהבת. תורה, תורה, תורה ומצוות,
Page 41. We'll turn now to page 44, those words, Mi Chamocha, recited at the crossing of the sea, a moment of wonder, a moment of joy, inviting us to feel those feelings, to settle into the wonder of the world. Page 44.
Torah
Page 45, Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu, God, let all on this earth lie down in peace in the midst of our mad world.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Leshalom, Leshalom, Ve'amidenu Malkeinu, Lechaim, Lechaim, Fosaleinu Sika Shelomecha, 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 Katerenu Be'etza Tova, Milefanecha, Milefanecha, Ve'oshienu lemat shemecha, Ve'agem ba'adenu, Yaser ve'alenu, Evnever ve'cherev, Ve'rabi Adon Hashkivenu Shalom, Shalom. Ve'aseh Satan lefanenu, 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 ume'acharenu, acharenu, 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 u'tzedekah tastirenu, 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 ki el shomrenu, 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 matzilenu ata, ki el melech, chalon verachom ata, ashkivenu, ashkivenu shalom, shalom. שמות צדקנו אלו, לחיים ושלום אתה ועד עולם, ופריס עלינו, סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום, עלינו כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים.
We turn to page 46 and we rise as you're able for the Vishamro, followed by the Chatzi Kaddish.
ושמענו בני ישראל בשבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ולעולם, ביני ובני ישראל הוציא לעולם, ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השני שבת נפש. יתקדש שם רבה, ובאנו ורקם תביאו מלכותך, יכון יום יכון, וחי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה, ובזמן קריב נגמרו, אמן. ישמר הרב בפרח, הרב לפעמיה, וברח משתבח מפעל ותרומה מן הסביב ותתר ותלב ותלל, שמחליט ודשה בריחו, אלא מכל מחתה, שירתה, תוש בחצה ורחמתה, תאמיני רגליה, וימרו, אמן.
We turn to the individual Amidah for Shabbat evening, pages 47 through 52. We invite you to use the words of the Siddur and the words of your heart. Page 53. Kaddish Shalem, page 54.
תקדם יקדש שמר רבה, ולמד וגדלת ותראה מלכותך, יכולותך ולכם בישראל, בגלה ובזמן קרים ירו, אמן. יהי שמר רבה מברך, לעולם ימיה. יתברך וישתבח, יתברך ותרומה, מנשיא ותתרחי כדביתלה, נשמת קדושה, וריחו לילה מכל הלכתה, ושירתה תוש וחתה ונחמתה, דמירן לעלמה ואימרו, אמן. גמל זכור בכל ישראל, קודם אבוהות ושייתנו, אמן. ידי שלמה רבם שמאי, לחיים עלינו וכל ישראל עלינו, אמן. עושה שלום לומר, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו וכל ישראל, קדוש ויתר ואימרו, amen.
We rise for Kiddush, page 55. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei beri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu mitzvotav v'ratzah banu, v'shabbat kodsho v'ahavahu v'ratzon inchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom tefilah lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim, ki banu b'acharta, ve'otanu kitashta, mikol ha'amim, ve'shavat koshecha, ve'ahava u'ratzon, inchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen. Still grapey. Still grapey. We'll turn now to Aleinu, page 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשינו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כאן, וגור עלינו ככל עמונה, ואנחנו קוראים משתחווים רואים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא הארץ. ככתוב תחנך לעולם ועד, ונאמר אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. In this moment, we take the time to recall our loved ones who no longer walk physically with us on our journey. We'll invite our children in the lower courtyard to find a calm space and perhaps a calmer voice as we hold this space in community. In recent weeks, we were saddened to learn of the passing of Larry Harwin. We also observed the yortzites of all those whose names are printed on the back side of our order of service this evening. If you're here observing a yortzite, I'll invite you to rise now and share their name of your loved one with us this evening so that we can honor their memory as well. Ellen? We'll invite all those in mourning and observing a yortzeit to rise and join with me in the words of our Mourner's Kaddish, page 58. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma tivrach pirtei ve'amlich malchutei, v'chayachon u'vyomechon u'v'chayei v'chol beit Yisrael, v'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam omei omaya. Yibarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata ta'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chaim alinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mrama hu ya'aseh shalom alinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. May the memories always be for a blessing. You may be seated. Shabbat shalom. I tried to come up with a SPUD potato. Shabbat shalom.
Every joke was a spud.
Yeah, I was waffling between a few.
Like in terms of, not potato based, but in terms of your trip, I like how your other half was standing at a certain donut shop. What was that called?
Oh, Dunkin'.
Dunkin'.
America runs on Dunkin', and so does my family. We did make sure to take that photo because it's fun for everyone. We are so delighted to have Shabbat on the Plaza continuing through the summer, with gratitude to the Ramblers, who they know who they are and they wanted to remain anonymous-y, but if you see them rambling on a run at some point, you might know who they are. We're grateful that they have sponsored this Shabbat. Next Friday is everyone's favorite, Pickle Fest. The third annual Pickle Fest will be sponsored by Liza and Beth Milliner in honor of the conclusion of Liza's board presidency and Beth's 20th anniversary, and Liza and Beth's 20th anniversary. So it'll be wonderful to celebrate with them. It'll be a really big deal. It's so much easier with pickles. We are delighted tomorrow morning to celebrate with Aria McLean for her bat mitzvah service. Those services are at 9:30 in the morning. Tat Shabbat and Kiddush Club begin at 10:30. Kiddush lunch in all those spaces. Tomorrow morning's Kiddush lunch for the main service will be outdoors. So please be prepared for that. It shouldn't be too hot, but just in case. Coming up in the coming week, we have for Tikkun Olam from August 1st through September 8th. We are supporting two different drives. The first one is a school supply drive for the Grauer Project, which is a partnership with local faith-based and service-based communities to support K through 12 students who receive financial assistance in the Ida B. Wells and catchment area in that pod. That's listed on our flyers and around our building. We're also collecting water bottles for Project Lemonade. New, higher quality reusable water bottles are needed for foster youth returning to school. For both of those, there are collection bins in the administrative hallway. On Sunday, Men's Club has a hiking group that's starting. This is their first hike. It'll be Sunday morning, meeting at the Hillsdale Library at 10 a.m. They're going to hike to the top of Healy Heights and Council Crest. So this is not for beginners, but it's for capable hiker family members and those that want to go on this route. It'll be followed by lunch at the Hillsdale food carts. And if you have more questions, you can contact Jonathan Levy for that. Our Shroud crowd will be meeting to sew burial garments from 2 to 4 p.m. on Sunday here at Neve Shalom. And in the coming week, we've got quite a few opportunities to come together. Coffee Connections with Sisterhood will be at the Cafe at the J. Drop in for a casual cup of coffee on August 20th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Wonderful time to get together. If you're feeling like it's too hot, although it's supposed to be chilly and maybe even thunderstorming on Wednesday, we're going to the splash pad. So maybe we'll have a Nature Made splash pad as well. For that information, you can let me know. It's at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, and on August 26th at 7 p.m. there's the Zoom book group Mother, Daughter, Traitor, Spy is meeting, and you can contact Diane Kaufman for more information on that. Now I know what you're all waiting for, which is when am I going to get my high holiday information? Is that's what you're waiting for? It's not dinner, right? So our high holiday information, the high holiday booklet, along with the special Elul that month that prepares us for the high holidays, those booklets will be being mailed soon. So keep your eyes on your mailbox for that. It was today. Okay, they went in the mail today, y'all. So check your mail in the next week, depending on how fast that goes. So check for all of that information. Just to remind you of what that means, it means in the month of Elul, all mornings we'll blow the shofar, and on September 6th we'll be having our first Simcha Shabbat. So the first Shabbat, Friday night of every month, we're going to celebrate all things that need to be celebrated during the month, birthdays, anniversaries, all of that. So at Friday night services, we'll have a special moment to celebrate you and all the joyful moments. We need more joy and celebration in our world. And of course, on September 8th, Back to Shul is happening. That information will be in the booklet and in all of our web pages and every e-blast coming out as well. So lots going on as we reach this moment in summer, where summer seems to be winding down and the school year is coming. And with that, you say potato, I say potato. Let's call this whole thing off. It's the only potato song. It's the only one. We'll conclude our services tonight with Yigdal, page 62.
know. That's why I think that's what happened for you. So I thought this was in her. Right. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah. I sat in on the headless And abstract and then names. And so you his name first, Roger. David. So I'm like,
I'll take those.
Somewhat of a clear, so they want.